Most people are living a story they never chose. They woke up one day, looked around at their job, their relationships, their routine, and realized none of it was intentional. It just it just happened. And here's what's wild. They don't even know what story they want to be living. And I'm learning this is more and more common with most people. That's what we're fixing today. I've got 5 questions that are going to help you find what I call your cover story. The cover story is essentially if you are in line at the grocery store and you looked over and you saw a magazine, and the cover of that magazine was about you. See, I'm not talking about some vision, board fantasy. I'm talking about a real, honest picture of what you're headed, where you're headed, and who you're becoming to get there. Stick with me, okay? Stick with me. By the end of this, you're going to have something to write down. And I think that's the key. Like writing it down. Find you a pen, find you some paper, and write it down. I have what I call the Go In workbook. We want to talk about that. But in the Go In framework, we define a cover story, again, the same way a magazine does. Picture a magazine, the cover story isn't about someone ordinary doing ordinary things. It's the most compelling story in the whole issue. It's the cover story. It's the headline. It grabs you. The picture draws you in. You have to read it. That's what your life should feel like from the outside looking in. But before you can write that cover story, you have to know what's actually in it. You have to know your strengths. You have to know what lights you up. You have to know where you've already made an impact. So, I have these 5 questions. And these 5 questions are how you get there. At least, yeah, this is how you're going to get there. So grab something to write with. Grab something to write with. It doesn't have to be this. Just grab some paper. Seriously. Seriously. And just go and grab it right now. Pause for a second. Go grab you something. You'll want to answer these as we go. So, question 1. Here's the first question. And don't rush. Pause the video. Take your time. This is a common question. What are your strengths? What are your strengths? And now, before you skip past this one, don't give me the resume answer. I'm not asking what you're certified in or what your job title is. I'm asking, what do people consistently tell you are good at? What comes so naturally to you that you almost don't notice it? What do you do that makes other people stop and go, wait, how in the world did you do that? What is that? And sometimes our strengths are so close to us that we treat them like they're normal. They're not normal. They're yours. And not everybody can do what you can do. So write them down. Don't filter, just write. This is for you. You can pause and go answer that question. So here's question number 2. What actions or activities make you happiest? This one's about energy. It's some things drain you, some things fill you up, kind of thing. We want to find the ones that fill you up. What is that thing that fills you up? It gives you energy. Think about the last time you were doing something and you actually looked forward to it and before you started it. Not just tolerated it, but genuinely like you looked forward to it. What was it? What was that thing you couldn't wait to do it? You knew like the next day you was going to do it, you couldn't wait to get up. Because here's the truth. If your cover story is built around things that drain you, it's not going to be sustainable. See, the story you want to live has to have fuel in it. Happiness is fuel. Like, what's that thing that makes you happy? And I hate to say that, but what is that? What fills your tank? Just go ahead and write it down. Pause, and you can hit play after you finish writing it down. Take your time. Don't rush. Question 3. What makes time disappear? What is it that makes time disappear for you? Psychologists call this flow state. It's that feeling where you're so locked in on something that you look up and realize 2 hours passed and it felt like 15 minutes. Yeah, but that's not an accident. That's your brain telling you something. See, whatever that activity is, that's a clue about your cover story. Because when your work aligns with your flow, you stop watching the clock. You stop counting down through the weekend. You start actually like living. You like start coming alive. There's something different about you when you in the thick of this. So think, when was the last time disappeared on you? What were you doing? Write it down next to your answer from question 1 and look at the overlap. Go ahead. I'm going to say it again. Pause. Go answer the question. I'll be here when you come back. Here's question 4. Where have you seen real impact from your actions? I'm pausing because I'm trying to give you, I want you to chew on that a little bit. This one gets a little deeper. I want you to think about a specific moment, not a general feeling, a specific moment where something you did changed something for someone else or for yourself. Like, you can make an impact on people, but you also can make an impact on yourself. What was it? Maybe it was a conversation that shifted someone's perspective. Maybe it was a project that solved a real problem. Maybe it was just showing up for somebody when nobody else did. What was that thing that made the impact? What was it? Well, and whatever it was, what were you doing in that moment? Because that's not a coincidence. That's a signal. That's where your story begins to, it connects to other people's story. It connects with other people's stories, all right? And that connection is exactly what makes a cover story worth reading. See, when your story starts bringing in other people and you start making an impact in other people's life based on something that you are really good at, something that it makes the time fly by, yeah, that's it. See, write the moment down. Then write what you were actually doing in it. Because you have the moment, but what were you doing in that moment? What were you doing? Pause. I'm going to be here when you get back. Go answer that question. Call some people. See who can help you answer that. So, question 5 is this. And this might be my favorite one. What do people come to you to ask about? Not what you wish they'd ask you about, but what do they actually ask you about repeatedly without you advertising it? Like, you don't even say anything, but people just naturally come to you because the world votes with its questions. When someone is struggling and they pick up the phone and call you, what's the topic? When someone is when someone in your friend group has a problem and everyone looks at you, what kind of problem is it? Because that's telling you something. That's your area of influence. That's where your cover story has the most power, because the best stories aren't just about the hero. They're about what the hero does for everyone around them. That's a hero. So go ahead and write it down. Write it down. Pause. I know. I'm going to be here when you get back. Go ahead and just go ahead and go answer that. Now look. Look at what you've written down. Look at your strengths. Look at what makes you happy. Look at where time disappears. Look at your moment of impact. Look at what people come to you for. Do you see it? I'm sure there's probably a thread running through all of it. That thread is your cover story. That's if you took your time and really answer them. And I would bring other people in again with me to kind of help me answer some of this stuff. And it might not be fully formed yet. That's okay. Good stories don't have predictable endings. You're not supposed to have it all figured out today, but you have a direction now. You have something to move toward intentionally and not accidentally. That's the whole point of Go In. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and doing the right things that allow you to achieve the wins you've defined for your life, so you can live out your greatest story. So I close with this. Here's your homework. Before the next video, take these 5 answers, sit with them, write 2 to 3 sentences that describe what you feel like your cover story will be. Where you're headed, who you're becoming. It doesn't have to be polished. We're not looking for perfection. It just has to be honest. Then, in the comments, I read every one of them, and I want to see your story. If this has helped you, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm just getting started. I've been here for a little bit of time now, y'all. I've been here for a while. So your story isn't a story, ladies and gentlemen, until you tell it. And I'm excited about you telling it. Go In.